This is why you never see mosquitoes at Disney World. While you're strolling around Disney World on a hot day, debating which ride to check out next and munching one of, chances are you're not swatting away mosquitoes. You might take it for, well, there's no miraculous Disney magic method that completely eliminates all bugs. Some bugs do. If you've taken the ferry from the Ticket and Transportation Center to the Magic Kingdom, you may have noticed the name General. Disney's methods aren't to kill bugs, but to prevent bugs from being in the park at all. So their methods, but, as you can imagine, swamps area filled with standing water. So, when Potter got to work on construction for Disney World, he immediately set about building drainage ditches to remove all of the water, converting the swampy land to buildable land. And those ditches soon, Disney's buildings, too, are designed to prevent standing water from collecting. Even the plants in and around the Disney World property are chosen with the intention of eliminating standing water. Plants are chosen right from the get-go. Walt Disney made it clear that he didn't want nasty chemicals floating around his park. It's certainly quite the operation, but Lucas acknowledges that none of it would have been possible without Potter. Related video: How to save $200 at Disneyland's Star Wars experiences by reading the fine print provided by BUZZ60.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.